In the episode, Give the World Away from Yellowstone's 5th season, Beth and Case Dutton work to save the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch using different strategies. Beth employs harsh tactics, while Case opts for a more calculated approach. Beth also consoles Tia following the death of her loved one. Meanwhile, Jamie Dutton seeks assistance from an unexpected source. The episode opens with Rip Wheeler organizing an auction to sell the tractors and horses owned by the ranch. He is beholden to his wife and boss, Beth Dutton, and follows her directions, though he is uncertain about how to manage the ranch should she decide to sell it. Beth explains to him that the ranch must settle its debts and taxes, leaving no other option. Beth then supervises the sale of a prized horse at BOS Ranch in Western Lake, Texas. She finds it remarkable when a horse sells for $3 million despite its $2 million valuation. Despite her initial disdain for Travis Wheatley's methods, she realizes the potential value he could bring to the Montana auction and invites him to manage it. Travis agrees, but insists on some playful distractions, such as a game of strip poker. After teasing Beth with his antics, he promises to arrive at the ranch the next morning for the auction. As Beth dives into the auction preparations, Jamie calls her, warning her to stop interfering with his life. He claims to have sensitive information about John Dutton and his surviving biological children. Despite his threats, Beth dismisses his words and makes it clear she intends to deal with him in her own way, eventually planning to eliminate him. Meanwhile, John Dutton's body is prepared for release from the coroner's office as the auction approaches. Case and Monica Long Dutton step in to assist with funeral arrangements as Beth struggles emotionally. Monica promises her siblings that she will ensure John's body is brought to the ranch for a private funeral. Instead of a grand state funeral, the family plans a small ceremony attended only by close relatives and the ranch's cowboys. Despite Beth's reservations about inviting Senator Linnell Perry, the senator insists on attending to pay her respects. The ranch pays tribute to John Dutton, who died defending cowboy traditions, and Colby, who lost his life while performing his duties. As the auction begins, Tia, too fragile to participate, retreats to the bunkhouse. Beth tries to console a grieving cowgirl and drags her to a bar to divert her attention. There, they humiliate several out-of-towners who are attempting to acquire free drinks in exchange for sexual favors. Despite the sadness and death surrounding the Dutton Ranch, the sale proceeds smoothly. The Turnpike Troubadours make an appearance and play a few songs, bringing some life to the event. While the ranch's cowboys find little joy, the guests seem to enjoy themselves. It becomes evident that employment opportunities at the ranch are no longer viable. Rip wants his best friend and mentor, Lloyd Pierce, along with Carter, to manage the ranch, as he expects very little from it. Lloyd, having spent over 40 years at the ranch, has earned the right to call it his home. Rip also commends Ryan for his exceptional work in Texas and encourages him to add Wagon Boss to his resume. Like everyone else, Walker is preparing to return to Texas. Meanwhile, the media and government investigations delve deeply into Sarah Atwood's personal life, indirectly targeting Jamie Dutton. Investigators bring a search warrant to Market Equity's office, seizing documents as the inquiry escalates. The media sensationalizes Jamie's sexual relationship with Sarah, tarnishing his reputation. Beth threatens Jamie, only worsening his downward spiral. Amid his despair, Jamie reconciles with Christina, his former lover, campaign manager, and the mother of his child. Christina questions him about the media's allegations, and he admits to his affair with Sarah and their involvement in Market Equity's development projects. However, he conceals Sarah's role in John's murder, carried out under his orders. Concerned for their child's safety, Christina devises a plan to restore Jamie's reputation. Christina urges Jamie to shift blame onto Sarah for their crimes, encouraging him to publicly deny any romantic involvement with her. Confident that her plan will work, she emphasizes the importance of ensuring his DNA isn't linked to Sarah. Her support makes Jamie reconsider rekindling their relationship. As Beth works to save the Dutton Ranch through the sale of horses and livestock, Casey contemplates an alternative solution but remains tight-lipped even with his wife Monica. After the auction, Beth informs him that they raised approximately $30 million, enough to sustain the ranch for another year. However, Casey proposes a bold plan that could permanently alter the ranch's fate. He hints at selling the property to a trusted friend for the same nominal amount to avoid paying sales tax. Beth quickly understands his idea, but remains unsure of the buyer's identity. The most likely candidate is Chief Thomas Rainwater, who has pledged his support to the Duttons during emergencies. His honorable character reassures Beth, as even John respected him. Despite the success of their plan, Casey seems reluctant about taking over the family ranch, a decision that will have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved.